Let's talk slots. I want to talk a little bit more about magnet science. Sponsored by Slots Butter. They say a wise man speaks with few words. Slots Butter. Fixed my Chevy. Put a repaired label on it so my kids can know when I die it's not original. But I ain't gonna push on it. But here's where it was broke. And what I did this time is I doubled up the plastic. As you can see how thick that is. That gray looking stuff, that's the plastic that I put in. But this time what I did is I made sure I doubled up. I made sure I pressed in here and got it in to that contour really good. And I tried to go at least 1/8 of an inch on each side of the crack. And this time I went a little further up towards the front. I should have went further up to go 1/8 of an inch on the other side of this crack here in front, but I kind of forgot. But here out back, what I did is I went all the way to here. That's like 1/4 inch past the crack, and then all the way to here and all the way up and squared it off. So I cut as best I could to the shape of the wheel well, and then I glued it in. I guess you really ain't got to wait 24 hours, about 4 hours. Make sure that it's dry underneath, not just on the edges of this super glue. But I pressed this in real good and make sure that crease, man, got in there, because it's kind of curved here. So as it was settling, the glue was settled and starting to stick, I started pressing in there and bending that plastic. Over here I cut it to shape, and on both the front and back the plastic went past the wheel well, but I made sure it was seated on that edge as best I could. This one over here came up after I cut it. And then I took my utility knife and I went like this, nice and easy, and tried to cut that without, messing up anything. And that's the look I got. So yeah, fits on the Tyco again. Nice little snap. It's not bad. Got actually a little more glue on the top than I wanted, but no more glue on the window there on the side. It seems to be working fine. So got my repair on there. And I've been doing this custom for Viper on all the ones I custom. So when I die, my kids know it's been customized. I want to talk magnet science. Okay, what I've been doing is I bought some magnets to upgrade my Sally 1. And I got a new armature from Wizards. Balanced armature, 6 ohm for Sally 1. That's my Tyco. But one thing I noticed is they got a big coating of paint on these. And, sure, the magnetic force goes through the paint, I decided I wanted to take the paint off in areas of concern. So I took the paint off the bottom, And basically what I did was take a dull knife, my knife is dull, and scraped it off. And then if you need to really kind of see it, because sometimes you can't see the black, you just go like that lightly with a little sandpaper, and you can see the black a little better. And you can decide if you want to continue to scrape or whatever. Me, I just, that's good enough for me. And I did the inside by the engine, okay, to make sure that that magnetic force on the engine has no paint between it. So that's what I did. I'm doing that on my Viper right now because I got the Pro 10 magnet package for my Viper. So these are Pro 8s from Viper Scale Racing, and they say this is the highest you can get for a Tyco. So I already got the Pro 8s. I got these off Hardin Creek for the rear of my Tyco, my Sally 1. And so I'm going to put these Pro 8s up in here. Now I won't be able to use these slabs on the bottom because these, I don't know if you look, on the side there you can see these are recessed. So they drop down more. Whereas, so they'll drop down into, damn, I need one without magnets. So they'll drop down into this cavity where you're putting the slabs, the cavity. These new magnets will drop down and take that cavity space up. So you won't be able to put a slab on the bottom because they'll fill that. They'll come in that area. See? This area here. It won't go on that one. It's not sticking. See how it goes in that area? So when you're coming this way, it's going to come all the way through. And it'll fill this between these two tabs. So if you want to use the slabs, you have to put them on the top on your Tycos after you put in these Pro 8 magnets from Viper Scale Racing. So I took off the paint on the inside where the armature is going to roll and on the bottom. And that's what I did on my Viper. Okay. I took the paint off the bottom of my Pro 10s and left it on the sides and everything else. And that's what I did on this one for my Viper. I took it off the bottom of the motor magnet and the inside. And I'm going to show you how I did that basically real quick like. So what I did basically was take my dull pocket knife. I already did the bottom. Okay. And you can see there's still some paint there. You can get particular if you wanted. I say once you get it good enough, don't mess. Because these are molded. You don't want to crack it and break it and crap. Because it costs a lot of money. So basically, just take your dull knife and start scraping. Once you get an edge up, and just follow that edge. Scrape away. I recommend doing this. Get that paint away from doing any interfering with the magnetical properties of the magnet. Get that paint out of there. It's not like they spray it with some kind of special paint. Super magnetic paint. Aerospace. It's just paint to make the magnet look good. I like the regular magnet look myself. The black's cool. I ain't doing the whole magnet. But I definitely want to get this paint off the areas where it is more necessary. not to have it. And that would be towards the rails on the track and this armature force. Okay, magnets make your armatures more balanced, your motor magnets, and they also help with the rotation of the motor armature. So I recommend taking this off. And I think it you can do what you want. Here at Slots Inc., we're taking this crap off. I'll just make the suggestion. Live your own damn life, fool. So, I'm a fool too. Don't take it personal. You know, fools can be smart too. You know how a fool is smart? Recognizing that he's just a fool, like everyone else. You know who isn't a smart fool? Is the asshole that runs around saying he's not a fool. That's a stupid fool. Alright. Enough with the philosophy crap. So, that's off, pretty much. So what you can do to check is just go like this. This is like super fine. Don't try to like really sand it. You know, just go like this. That's it. Alright? And you can see better. That's the only reason I'm doing that. I'm not doing it to sand the magnet and make it smooth because I scratched it or something. It just enables you to see the black that you missed, the black paint. You know, like there I missed a little bit. I can get a little more. Here's a little chunk. Over here, some along this edge. We're not trying to make this perfect. We're just trying to get some of this crap out of here. Now that's good. So, one thing on these Viper bulkheads, put their logo towards the top of your car. Like that. Alright? See that little logo? Put that to the top of your vehicle. This piece here, it doesn't matter if it goes, well, it does. You gotta position these hooks in a certain way. So, they push this in through the top, I think. No, they push it in through the bottom. So your hooks, I think it goes through the bottom. No, it goes through the top, I'm sorry. Because you got to move these out of the way. These hangers out of the way. So yeah, they hook in here, so when you're pushing it in, it's got to go to the top. These pieces to the top. You know. So I'm not going to try to assemble it because I'm trying to put on a spacer. So I got 10, 20, 30, 40. I had 30 in here. And there was still play. I had 30 in this bushing. And This is a 5.8 Wizard armature for a Viper. But I still had play, so I'm going to off camera. I'm going to, because I don't want to, fiddle around and on camera with all this. I'm going to try another 15, so that would put me at 45 on the spacers plus the bushing to see, how that works out. If I got to take it back out, I'll let you know in the next video. Right now I got 30 thousandths of an inch plus the bushing. I think I can get another 15 in. I mean, I got some 10s, but I think I'm just going to throw them in the trash. The only spacers I found of any use are the 15 thousandths of an inch. So I wouldn't recommend getting all those other ones. They're trash. Just get 15 thousandths of an inch. That'll get you to where you got to go. That's what I got on my my Sally's. In here I got a 15 thousandth spacer on the axles to try to tighten up that play and that gear mesh, get that better in my Sally's. So 15 thousandths on the engine is fine, on the axles is fine. So I wouldn't waste my money at Wizards on the other bushing crap they got. This is a nice tool. I should have got mine off Viper. There's this black. So yeah, take the paint off the bottom of your magnets and off the inner part that rides next to your motor, and you'll be good. So that's all I gotta say today. Yeah, let me. Oh, I can't put my cards together. I got my Viper tore apart. Alright. So yeah, little magnet science there for you. Build, drive, crash. Slots out.